Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video we are doing something a wee bit different. We're tackling a job on the 2850. We're going to install a new interior on it. I've pulled a few bits of it out over the last few weeks. Interiors are starting to get a wee bit on the shoddy side. It just started to fall apart, as it does over time. You know, dampness, dirt and whatnot eventually gets into it and kind of starts to go a bit like that, and that's what's happening. So yeah, you can see there's bits of it here. Pretty good after about, I suppose, about 18 months ago it started to just fall apart a little bit, and so it's time to put a new one in it. So we have a new one got. We have it well, purchased a little while back, and it's a matter of just getting everything cleaned out and get it ready for installing it in. Tractor is quite dusty. It's been on the diet feeder all winter. Did get a couple of washes over the winter, but it's kind of an ever-ending losing battle, because no matter what happens, you're always filling the diet feeder. It's always dusty. I tracked it out in the wet, so there's dust always sticking. So you can wash it and it's back covered in dust again in a week's time. So it's kind of one of them jobs. So yeah, there's a cowl here we have to put back on as well, and we're going to take out the mats, give a little bit of a hose down, and just tidy it up. The mats, taking them out on this side isn't too hard. The other one takes a little bit of twisting to get it out, but we'll get it out handy enough. We'll take off the toolbox and we'll get it out. And I'm going to give it a little hose in there with the power hose, just to get it washed out. I have the tractor kind of parked down the hill so that the water will all run down to the front and run away, and just get it cleaned first. I can worry about the outside later in the week, but try and get this installed over the next day or so. So as I'm doing it, I'll take you along and I'll show you some of the footage and clips and what issues I run into with it. So yeah, let's get at it. Alright, so that's that kind of washed out. It's not too bad. It's well improved. Just let the water now run out of that, and we can start then on some of the other bits that I didn't wash, which is right over this side here, and has to be all rubbed off and hoovered out. So yeah, a few bits. This side here I was able to just wash it straight out and onto the floor. I have to take off the bits of velcro here on the sides. So yeah, bit of tidying up still to go on it. So yeah, we get this nice and clean before we start to even think about putting any interior in. Right, so sometime later, and we have it all cleaned down as best as will come off. There is still wee bits of glue in a few places there that you can see it there, just will not come off. Tried everything. I didn't try tinners, but if I try tinners on it, it will take off the paint as well. So, but for the most part, it is pretty good, and cleaned all down here as well. That it's nice and clean. Now, the interior, I didn't even open it yet. It's here on the ground. 6.9 is getting a service, getting an oil change. The oil is just draining out of it. It's been flashing saying that it's due a service for the last, I'd say, about 30 hours. So it was away doing a run delivering hay earlier on, and when I come back it was nice and hot, so she's getting the oil drained down out of it. So yeah, hold on, I'll open this and I'll show you the interior. So we've got the cab interior opened up. Now this cab interior, I purchased it last year when we were in America last October. We happen to be pretty close to a company called, I think it's FHE, or I think it's Fair Cab Interiors. If you Google it, it should come up. Now it's the same crowd that made the interior for our 3650, which we got of Nick Young tractor parts at the time. But when we were over there, we were chatting to the guys in Fair Interiors, and they were saying that they send a good bit of stuff to Ireland. I know Connaughty's in Kells, they definitely sell interiors to them. And as far as I remember, I think he said McCarthy's in Cork as well, I think. But definitely the Connaughty's anyway. So it's pretty much, if you were ordering one of these interiors, it's the interior you'd get from a lot of these part specialists. The issue with, you can't get this stuff off John Deere anymore. They stopped making it a number of years ago. They had some back stock that has pretty much just disappeared now over the last year or two, number of years. So probably 5 years actually. So there was certain wee bits that was available for a while, but it's basically all gone. The last time I checked, now unless they've started making it again, but I doubt it very much. It was discontinued. So you're kind of left then, where do you get the stuff? But it's good that there is companies that are specialised in it and actually making such a good interior, because it is, I remember from fitting it with the 3650, I was nervous if it come and, I wanted it to be pretty much the same as the original, and it is that. The colour is perfect. It has all the wee black dots on it, like the original, and it fitted pretty good. Now there was a bit of cutting here and there that you had to do just to get it pairing wee bits and pieces here and there to get it to fit normal. You'd have to do that with the original John Deere ones as well. I put an interior, John Deere interior, a John Deere bought interior into this back in, I'm going to say about 06 or 07, so it has done nearly 20 years, the interior that I put into it that time. And so it didn't do too bad. It's only in the last couple of years it started to fall apart a bit. But hopefully this one here now will do as long. The difference in this one here, the one you used to get to come in an original or from John Deere, had a foam finish like this here on it. But you could get Fair Tractor Interiors also done a similar finish one, because that's the one I put in the 3650. But they also, for very little more, have one that has this plastic backing on it. So you can see the plastic on it, just a square, very, very light plastic. But what it does is, it gives a great strength that the other one just wouldn't have. And it's supposed to fit much better into the different areas and corners of the tractor. The likes of this one here, it has the exact fit and form on it. So yeah, it should hold its position pretty good. And you just put a bit of glue on these here, straight onto the cab of the tractor, and it sits very well, I'm told. So we're going to see with that. Yeah, pretty much a whole interior on that we got. No public bottom half. We didn't get the top section, the roof liner. It's not too bad in this. some stage probably will need to replace the one in this one and the 3650. They're both 30 years old at this stage, or just over. So yeah, they're still pretty good, but at some point they probably will need to be replaced. We did get the 4 pillars, which are all here just stapled together. They also have the plastic backing that goes right round and clamps. Supposed to be a great job. Clamps straight onto the cab post of the tractor, the pillar post, and supposedly very easy to fit. Again, we'll know soon enough. But yeah, we only actually need one of the 4 pillars, because the other 3 were replaced in the last 5 years. They're not too bad. But yeah, so that's the interior. So we're going to start to lift a couple of bits in, and we'll see how it fits. Hopefully it fits okay. Right, so in the tractor, I'm going to start to sit in the first bit and just see what it's like. But the first thing we have to do, see here at the back, there's a square to be cut out of it for the ashtray. So we're going to do that. I'm going to start off now. It is outlined roughly where it is, and have the square down out of the plastic backing, but I'm not going to cut the whole lump out of it. I'm going to start off maybe in here, just take a square out. We'll set it in then, and when it's sitting in place I can take a wee bit more out of it. I don't want to take too much out and leave a hole in the upholstery. So look at it, sits in pretty good. It just slides in like that there, so it's easy enough to get it slotted in there. So I'm not too worried about getting it all slotted into position. I'm going to take the bit out of it first, and yeah, we'll worry about getting it slid in then, and making sure that it fits all right. So yeah, bit of art and crafts to do here, and cut this out. Alright, so piece 1 sitting in position, very easy actually just to cut out around it. So no big dramas with having to do that. And then just set the ashtray back in, and yeah, piece 1 done. Now it's not stuck yet, but it's only a matter just, you can just pull it back nice and gently, and we can add a bit of adhesive on at the end. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dry fit everything first, make sure everything fits alright, and then it's not hard then to go around and just put a little bit of adhesive on then on each panel, and just hold it in place. So yeah, simple enough. I think the next piece I'm going to try is a pillow piece. I'm going to go get it, and we'll see if we can get that in and situated into position as well. So yeah. Right, so these pillar posts, so these pillar ones, which are pre-cut on all, the hole is already cut in them, are completely plastic on the inside and stuck to that, so it gives them great strength. The other ones the other type are kind of flopping all around the place, and I have been told that they are really easy to fit. So let's see now just what they're like to put in and put in position. Let me just get it lined up here first. Surely that's it. My God. Well, they didn't lie when they said that there was nothing to fit in those. That's it, it's in. Held in position. There's 2 little Velcro strips now that you can take the plastic off. I didn't take it off because I didn't actually think it would be that easy to put in. That is a mighty fit. Now, I've put in the other type numerous times, and it's bloody torture. You're going to putting glue on it, you're holding it on, you're sticking it with duct tape or with masking tape, or trying to get it to hold and leave it overnight, and the next day you're coming back to it and another bit needs to be stuck. Look at, see the likes of this in here? It's all stuck. Some of it has come off and it needs restuck again. And that there is just a game changer with it. You just click it into position and you're done with it. My God, that's just that couldn't be better. The other one actually ended up, the one that was there ended up ripping because it comes slightly loose along here, started flapping a bit. It had been stuck a couple of times, just kept coming loose. And when you're getting in there into the tractor, your coat, your jumper would be catching in it, and eventually it tore it. So that's just an absolute game changer. Right, I'm going to take the little velcros off, stick them on, and we'll assemble the window handle back into position, because that is nearly done. So another couple of pieces in, got this side panel in, and I got the corner piece here, and the couple of pieces down here that goes right down to the floor are all in and in position as well. Yeah, there's just a wee bit of it kind of sits up there at the corner, so when I'm just sticking an adhesive, a wee bit of adhesive there, and it'll just have to be stuck down into position there. But it's sitting very nicely. So the last bit that's left is we have to put in the piece on this side, little corner piece here, and then the strip at the back, and that is that. The other thing I'm just looking at there, I see on the armrest of the seat just a little bit of rust showing up on each side there. So at some point I'm going to take these armrests off, and I'll just put a wee bit of a coat of paint on them, but that won't be today's part of today's job. Just going to get this fitted because we're tight for time and want to get it all fitted out. So last couple of pieces, and we'll see how it turns out now at the end. So we're all finished, interior done, and really nice job. The only place really had to stick it was down along here on each side, and these two little side panels. I put a bit of adhesive on them. I didn't stick the two bigger panels at the side because there's cables in there, and if you had any issues with the wiring, you'd have to get in there. You don't want to have to pull the whole thing apart. So yeah, that's how we've done. Looks very well, looks very nice. Tractors are all cleaned up as well. Both 2850's got a full wash down, clean up, has been polished around with just a good wash down. 3650's got a bit of a wash down as well, and a bit of a polish inside. Windows kind of just cleaned up a little bit. We're going on a tractor run today. Don't really do tractor runs, but it's a local one, and yeah, just decided it's the second year we've went on it, and yeah, we're going to go on it. So we're taking the 250 series, and the 6-hour is going as well. David Brown 1212 would have been going if it was guaranteed to be a dry day, but well, the clouds, it's forecast for rain, so Dad doesn't fancy getting wet. So yeah, he's going in comfort and style today. But yeah, good chance to get the tractors all cleaned up, and we're ready for action. So yeah, that's it. Interior's done, the tractor, bit of a clean up on them, just a bit different this video. So I'll see. I don't know if I'm going to take any footage when I'm at the tractor run. If there is, it's going to be at the end of the video now. But other than that, I'll say goodbye to you. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, any comments, drop them in the comment section. Leave a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, all that kind of stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.